Thank you for taking the time to, come out and race us and stuff. So what did you think of the competition so far today?
I thought it was pretty good. It was a little bit too good because I got beat 2 out of the 5 races or something like that. So the cool thing is Robin was sitting there giving a bounty out, not to beat me, but to wreck me. So I got ran off track a couple times, and I'm sure he's going to make good on his promise and give away some free tickets for the 400 coming up here in July. So it was fun. It really was. It's fun to it's fun to talk to you guys and hang with you guys, but it's more fun when you get to do something competitive and fun and get out there and go fast and have a little competition.
So now you're returning to the spot of probably, would you say, one of your biggest victories in your career?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the Daytona 500 is the biggest stock car race in the world. So, I mean, if you can win that race, that has to be your biggest one.
So now, how does this rank up there? I know the championship has got to be huge and stuff, but people say a Daytona 500 win can make your career.
It's certainly one that you want to win. I mean, I don't know if I'd be happy with my career if I won a Daytona 500 and that was it, and never, got to race anymore or didn't do some of the other things that we've been able to do. But certainly, it's the biggest win you can have of your career. I mean, it's the biggest, single day event you can have, and it's right there next to the championship as far as being a big win.
And how do you like the night racing here in Daytona? What's the difference between running here during the night and day?
Well, the biggest difference, honestly, is in July it's so much hotter that even at night it's really, really slick. So racing in the day and racing at night here isn't a huge difference, really, except for there's more grip at night. So I enjoy the Saturday night race. It's a lot cooler for us, a lot cooler for the fans.
All right. Now, with everything that's going on, there's been a lot of things in NASCAR that's been going on with the substance abuse policy and stuff like that. How do you feel about the whole situation, not knowing exactly what's on the list? I know that you're not going to want to do anything stupid, but, if you don't know exactly what's on there, I mean, does that kind of worry you a little bit?
It doesn't worry me at all. I mean, I think that the policy they have in place is a good policy. I think that, I think all the rules were pretty clear. I was pretty clear on it. If I, for some reason, was sick and had to be on prescription medication or even something over the counter, Dr. Black gave every single one of us drivers and crew chiefs and owners his cell phone number. We can call him anytime, day or night, and ask him about that and make sure it's going to be good, not affect your driving, make sure it's not going to do something to the test. So I feel totally confident. I'm lucky. I don't have to take any medication over the counter or prescription, or I don't do anything where I would feel threatened by it at all. So I feel fine about the policy.
Did you attend the town hall meeting that they had the other day?
Yeah.
Now, what was discussed in there? Did you have any suggestions of what you think would help out the sport a little bit?
Well, it was a 2-hour meeting, so to go through everything that was discussed would take 2 hours. There's just a lot of things. I mean, it was to me mostly. I just think it was a good way to get us all together and kind of tell us, what they had going on, from their perspective, and maybe some rules changes they were thinking about coming up to try to make the racing even more exciting, although I think they already have a great product, and kind of give us a state of the sport where they think it's going, and then maybe just ask if we had anything on our minds or any suggestions or anything we wanted to talk about. It was something really I think we should have done a long time ago. It's really nice to get everybody together, so at least everybody, you don't feel threatened because the media's around. If you say something, they're gonna it's gonna be in the media or whatever. You could all talk openly and kick around some ideas, and you could say whatever you wanted to. So it was fun.
What do you think about the possibilities of bringing back the double file restarts and stuff that they did in the All-Star? Do you like it, or kind of want to go away from that?
Well, I think that I think there's certain tracks, situations, times of the race where it will be really great. I think it'll keep everybody bunched up a little bit more, and I'm fine with that. I think there's also times where, and it's, if they make the rule, it's just going to be part of it, and you're going to have to realize it. But there's some tracks on our circuit that are fairly single file, and you're going to have to realize that it could be 5 to go or 10 to go, and you might have worked hard all day to run in the top 3 or 4, and drew the short straw and got in the wrong lane and get shuffled to the back. I mean, that's just going to be part of the risk you take with it. So I think some tracks will be better than others. Some will be easier than others to negotiate. I can't imagine double file restarts all day at Sears Point, but we might see that in a few weeks.
Any new animals to the household? Me and my wife, we're really big pet lovers and stuff. You still got the 2 cats right now?
We have 4, which is okay as long as you're married. If you're single and have 4 cats, I guess that's weird. So I checked before we got the 4, and my wife's getting ready to have a baby in about a month, so that'll be the next one. No more animals. We're gonna start adding humans instead.
Yeah, see, that's the same thing. We have 2 small Chihuahuas, and the way that I actually say that it's okay is that I'm married. So it's like two little teacup chihuahuas sitting on my lap, but I'm just holding them for my wife. So how important, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, but how important is family when it comes to the sport of NASCAR? I mean, because you guys are so much on the road, basically you're racing 36 weeks out of the year. Does it take a very supportive wife to be successful in the sport of NASCAR for her being understanding?
Well, yeah, but I mean, some people make more of that than it probably is. I don't, they say, well, she had to be really understanding. I mean, we're both very, very fortunate and blessed, and we both realize that we get to travel together every weekend, we get to stay together every weekend. We probably, even though my schedule's hectic, I bet we spend way more time together than the average husband and wife, so I'm very fortunate to have a really great family and a lot of great friends, and without family and friends, no matter what you do in life, it wouldn't be much fun or have a lot of meaning to it, so certainly family's important.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time. I really think that you're going to make a run at it this year for the championship, because you've been running very, very consistent. Man, you came out guns a-blazing the first two races of the year. What tracks are you looking forward to right now that are going to be really, really strong for you?
Man, I'm looking forward to going to Daytona.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are. So, I mean, it's 4th of July weekend. It's awesome to come down here. It always puts on a good race.